Hey, Shabbat Shalom. You know, it's a sunny day, but the sunglasses, what they can do, unbelievable. Let's talk about perspective for a moment. You know the story about the Jewish mom. She was at the beach with her wonderful, beloved toddler. And unfortunately, a big wave came and the child was swept into the water. And the mom looks up to heaven and says, God, please take care of my daughter. Bring her back. I love her so much. I promise I'll behave for the rest of my life. And that moment, miraculously, the child is swept up to the shore. And the mother lifts her little baby, gives her a hug. But then she looks up to God and says, hey, where's the hat? My friends, in life, unfortunately, so often we lose perspective. Do you know how many times it happens that I'm dealing with a family where they're so overjoyed their daughter's getting married? There's so much delight and joy that finally she found her other half and she's getting married. But then unfortunately, shortly after the moments of joy, they get so caught up in the nitty-gritty details and they start complaining and fighting and arguing, they lose perspective. I knew a couple that waited for so many years to have a child. They were finally blessed to have a child. They were so overjoyed. But unfortunately, shortly after the joy, they started bickering over the color of the nursery. Come on! Does that really matter? This is why perspective is so important. You see, this week's Torah portion tells us that the Jewish people were wrapping up 40 years in the desert. They went through so many trials and tribulations, so many obstacles, so many hurdles, but they made it. They survived. And now they're standing at the Jordan River, at the edge of the Holy Land, about to enter the promised land, what they've been waiting for so long. And unfortunately, at those very moments, at the pinnacle, at the height of their success, and at the moment of their joy, they lose perspective and they go astray and they start sinning once again and start causing problems. My message to you this week is let's take a cue from the Jewish people in this week's portion and remember, stay focused. Have perspective. We went through a very difficult year. We're getting over COVID. It's a good reminder not to sweat the small stuff, to be focused on that which really matters. The terrible tragedy in Surfside is on our mind and our hearts. It's a great reminder. You have a bed to sleep on? Your house did not collapse last night? Celebrate. Be happy. Don't lose perspective and get caught up in the details that bog you down. I want you to imagine that I give you $1 million and 1 penny, and you walk away from me, and you realize, oh no, you forgot the penny. Tell me, which Meshugana is going to come back to get the penny? You got $1 million in your pocket. My friends, you're alive, you're breathing, you have so many blessings. Appreciate the joy that you have. Don't lose perspective. Stay focused, and Shabbat Shalom.